farmer, so I've always been used to a work ethic that didn't pay in the dairy industry, and I'm switching to this YouTube channel to further my real estate career and a residual income if I could get monetized. So what I've realized is only 6% of YouTubers ever get monetized. And I hate to put everything in monetary terms, but when you're out on the farm in South Central Missouri and trying to further your real estate career and looking for different revenue streams and avenues to bring sellers and buyers to your doorstep to market their properties or sell them something, you're going to have to get into the digital age. So in this past 6 months, I've made 200 and some videos. Really, my last three or four are the only ones that have hit. And I truly believe all work works and the thing leads to the thing. So, different conversations, watching different media outlets on how to further your YouTube podcast. Is it luck? But in the last 2 weeks, I've gained like 800 and some subscribers. But I've finally found something that I think people are kind of interested in, and it fits my personality and fits my past experiences, and different things that I've done. And so, Duncan Smith in the Sticks is primarily a real estate channel. I don't know how it all works. I'm a dairy farmer, a lot of hillbilly. I have very few technical skills. Like, I give people unbelievable hope that if Duncan Smith can do something, they're pretty rest assured they can as well. And I proved that in the dairy industry, in my cheese plant endeavor, in my agritourism endeavors, in my real estate career, and possibly in my YouTube career. So I'm really encouraged on. I'm about to get monetized. I had a goal set for December 31 of 2024 to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, and that would translate hillbilly math. If they would pay me $120 for ads per month, and I had 1,000 subscribers, that's basically, I figured, 12 cents a person that was going to come into for a revenue stream into Duncan Smith in the Sticks. And that's not a lot of money, but you get 2, 3, 4,000 subscribers. Somebody's got to hit. And it's not a big amount of money, but guess what, boys and girls? Every slipper counts when you're throwing them to the puppies, because yeah, it's pretty dangerous. Where did that come from? Anyway, I'm on this journey, and I just thought I would go live and see if it had any response. But I'm really encouraged on putting in the work, showing up, and putting some stuff out on YouTube. So Duncan Smith in the Sticks, like and subscribe if you would. That would make me super happy. I'm a really good person. If you're gonna subscribe to a channel, you need to be a great person. Okay, self-proclaimed. Anyway, be blessed. Have a good day. We're learning as we're going, and we're pretty happy about it. I don't really know how to turn this deal off, but we'll just see what happens. Oh my, I don't know. Copy and link. I'm still live. Why am I still live? I don't know. 3 minutes and 48 seconds. You won't get back. It's 26 people. Praise God. Okay, I'm going to try to turn this off. And what do you do as your main job? My main job is real estate. I've got a 500-acre farm here in South Central Missouri that I basically inherited. I bought part of it, but my real main job is real estate, 24/7. I have no social life. I have a lot of friends. I have a Bible study, but real estate is my income driver. And I've been buying these little cheap properties. If I sell a big farm and have, say, like a $10,000 or $15,000 commission, I try to go in the marketplace and buy cash something 10 or 15,000. And they're not very pretty. That's what's interesting when you go to a $10,000 or $15,000 property. It's a poopy show, and like, if you take somebody with you, like your better half or a child or something, like, why would you buy that? Because it's paid for, and it's something that's at the bottom, and you're hoping that you can improve it. So So you're doing good financially. That's relative. I've never made more money than I've made more money in real estate than I ever did farming. Farming in South Central Missouri, this was an ag-based economy. It's in huge trouble. Land values have appreciated so much. Our youth, I successfully drove my kids off the farm. They got a work ethic. We have a great relationship, but they don't want any. They saw my wife and I struggle so hard. They're like, "You ain't signing me up for that, buddy. That was your dream." So we've got this 500-acre farm. I'm selling part of a farm that I bought just to get out of debt. I'm 55 and fat, and learning these seasons of life are tougher and tougher. And so I'm actually, I want to be out of debt, continue my real estate career, maybe owner finance some properties, get into some rentals. Real estate is a profitable business. I tell young people, listen, if you don't get up early, get on Zillow. You don't have to bother an agent. I'd recommend you get your license, but that's the next step. Go and learn what the market has to offer and the value in the marketplace. These properties, you can, when you buy a property, you own the problems, but you also own the opportunity. So, and you could be wrong. You may have owned the problem and it's going to get worse. But if you are schooled in what value is in real estate, man, you can knock it out of the park. And they're like, I drove a week ago and looked at a $12,000 house. It's an hour and a half away from me. It's the cheapest house on the MLS. And guess what? It's a foreclosure. They lowered the price again. And so I drove out there yesterday to look at it in the daylight because I had worked, long hours. And I think my family and I are going to buy it. Do you have kids? Got five grown, semi-grown children. We're empty nesters, me and my bride. This is a YouTube studio. This is actually a pop-up cabin. I don't know if you can see. Uh, so this cabin is a pop-up cabin. It cost me $12,000. I bought it at auction, and I put it on top of a hill on my farm. You can see my farm here. There's a thorn tree. So I set this pop-up cabin so that I would have a place to work, and here we go. Um, I, let's see here. Your country. I'm in the good old United States of America, and Wright, Texas, and Douglas County. My parents moved here, bought the farm in the mid 60s. My dad had a college degree, wanted to ranch, and he grew. I've got two other siblings. One has passed, but my sister's a vet and a veterinarian, and they own a huge farm that wraps around this one. And but it's not 1970 anymore. Um, that's a good thing I don't know how to turn this off, huh? But anyway, I'd appreciate it if you would go to Duncan Smith in the Sticks and like and subscribe. It encourages me. I think Facebook. I do a Facebook or Facebook every morning. I think that's for sellers because that's more of a local sphere, and I'm a little crazy, and maybe that hinders my real estate career. But I'm very polarizing. So if they like me, I like them. If they don't like me, I still like them, but they probably aren't going to list their farm or home or anything with me because they think I'm nuts. But you'll have that. And YouTube, I'm trying to develop that for my buyers because it gets the property out. If you go to Duncan Smith in the Sticks, um, selfless plug. I do walkthroughs on farms and properties that I have, and it's very. I want to say that it's informative, and I really enjoy. I enjoy people. I like to work hard and get paid for it, and to me, the risk versus reward I farmed in my youth, and I raised my kids in my youth, and my wife and I feel super pre-blessed, post-blessed to have experienced that season on the farm with our children. But now we're getting closer to retirement. The kids don't want to farm. I've got a couple that are interested in it, but if if I had to make all of my money from the farm, my wife would probably leave, and I would probably go with her. And it's a beautiful life, but it's when you're working with cattle and you're getting older, you're not fast enough to get out of the way. I've been outside the U.S. Yes, I've went to Malaysia, Vietnam, um, Hungary, Poland. We had a family member that was involved in a ministry, and they were stationed, as an outreach for Christ in different parts of the world. And so we would just load up and go. And my wife and I and all of our kids have traveled abroad, been to Mexico, Belize, just this and that. But Wright, Texas, and Douglas County in Missouri, United States of America, is the best place to raise a family, hands down. That's just that's all there is. Uh, what's your favorite car? It says perfect car. So I'm a GMC truck driver currently, and it's a half ton 2-wheel drive. It's a diesel, and I like trucks. I've got a Dodge 4-wheel drive that I pull around the farm and kind of gets beat up. But man, this is a brand new experience for me. I appreciate you guys being on here. I don't know if any of you know this, that, and other, but we've lost a couple. Darn it. Um, hey, I'm gonna try and turn this off, but if you would go to Duncan Smith in the sticks, like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it very, very much. And I'm going to continue the YouTube journey. Have a good day. Be blessed. Over and out.